The air feels heavy as you step into the rugged hills of rural Virginia, where a young Napoleon Hill navigates a life carved by hardship. The rough fabric of your worn jacket scratches against your skin, a constant reminder of the poverty that clings to you like damp earth after rain. Your boots crunch on the uneven ground, each step echoing the uncertainty of your early years, born in 1883, with little more than ambition to guide you. The world around you is quiet, save for the rustle of leaves and the distant call of a hawk. Inside, though, your mind races, searching for something more. From Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill wrote, "The starting point of all achievement is desire." That desire burns in you now, a faint but persistent flame, pushing you to find meaning beyond the struggle. You pause by a creek, its water glinting under the midday sun, and let the coolness soothe your hands. Life hasn't been kind. Your mother's passing when you were young, the toil of helping your father as a lumberjack, the weight of supporting a family with odd jobs. In 1908, Hill began his journey as a journalist, a turning point etched in history when he interviewed industrial giants. It's a strange detail, how a chance assignment would plant seeds for a future you can't yet see. You dip your fingers into the water, feeling its flow, and wonder if purpose lies in motion, in moving forward despite the odds. Scholars still debate whether Hill's early hardships shaped his philosophy, or if he was destined to rise regardless. A question that lingers as you stand there, lost in thought. The sun shifts, casting long shadows across the landscape, and you feel the ache in your legs from the day's wandering. A small cabin comes into view. Your home for now, its wooden walls weathered but sturdy. Inside, a flickering lantern lights a table scattered with papers. Your first attempts at writing, clumsy but driven by that inner fire. Hill's words echo again, fueling your resolve to seek something greater. You sit, the chair creaking under you, and trace the ink on a page, a record of dreams you barely dare to voice. The silence presses in, but it's not empty. It's filled with questions, with the hum of a mind refusing to settle. You stand again, drawn to the window, where the horizon stretches wide and wild. The year is 1910, and you're still adrift, taking on roles as a lawyer, a salesman, a writer, each path a thread in a tapestry you don't yet understand. A peculiar rumor floats among locals, that you once traded stories with a traveling peddler for a worn book on success, a tale that might be true or just folklore. You smile faintly, the idea sparking something. Scholars argue over whether Hill's early wanderings were aimless or a subconscious quest for his life's work. A debate that feels distant as you gaze out, feeling the pull of something undefined. Your hands clench, not in defeat, but in determination, as if grasping for the meaning that eludes you. The night falls, and you light another candle, its wax dripping onto the table like the slow passage of time. You pick up your pen, the scratch of ink a rhythm against the quiet. Hill's desire for purpose drives you, a whisper in your soul that refuses to fade. You write late into the night, words spilling out, plans, ideas, fragments of a vision. The candle flickers, and you feel a shift, a belief taking root that this wandering isn't the end but the beginning. The room grows warm with your effort, and you know, deep down, that the search for meaning is leading you somewhere, even if the path remains unclear. The candle's flame flickers as you sit at the table, your fingers stained with ink, the night stretching long and quiet around you. You're still in that small cabin in Virginia, the year now 1912, and the weight of your wandering feels heavier with each passing day. But something is shifting inside you, a belief, fragile but growing, that success isn't just a dream for others. You've been reading, studying, talking to anyone who'll listen, piecing together ideas like a patchwork quilt. From The Law of Success, Napoleon Hill wrote, "Success in life is largely a matter of persistent effort directed toward a definite ideal. That ideal is taking shape in your mind, a vision of understanding what makes people rise above their circumstances, just as you long to do." You lean back, the chair creaking softly, and feel the cool air seeping through the cabin's cracks. In 1918, Hill launched a magazine called Hill's Golden Rule, a historical marker of his early attempts to share success principles. It didn't last long, but the failure taught you something. Belief alone isn't enough, it needs direction. You glance at a faded photograph on the wall, one of you as a boy, holding a book your father gave you. There's a quirky detail locals still whisper about. You used to memorize entire passages from that book, reciting them to anyone who'd listen, as if the words could conjure a better future. You smile at the memory, the innocence of it, and feel a surge of conviction that those words were the seeds of what you're building now. Outside, the wind picks up, rustling the trees, and you wrap your jacket tighter around you. Scholars still debate whether Hill's belief in success was a product of his environment or a rebellion against it. A question that lingers as you sit there, your mind tracing the outlines of a greater vision. You think about the men you've met, the stories you've heard, miners, merchants, dreamers, all searching for their own ideals. Hill's words from the Law of Success echo in your thoughts, urging you to define your own. You pick up your pen again, the nib scratching against the paper, and write down a goal, simple but clear. To uncover the principles that lead to achievement, no matter the starting point. You stand and walk to the door, opening it to let the night air in. The stars are sharp against the sky, and you feel a clarity settling over you, like the first light after a long fog. You've been wandering, yes, but each step, each failure, each late-night scribble is building something. You think about the magazine again, its pages now scattered in your memory, and realize it wasn't a loss, it was a lesson. Hill's belief in persistent effort drives you, a steady pulse in your chest. You close the door, the wood groaning softly, and return to the table, your vision sharper now, a beacon in the darkness of your uncertainty. The candle burns low, its light casting long shadows across the room. You write faster now, your hand steady, the words flowing like a river finding its course. You're starting to see it, a life dedicated to understanding success, to sharing it with others. The cabin feels less like a cage and more like a starting point, a place where belief is taking root. You pause, your eyes tracing the lines on the page, and feel a quiet strength growing inside you. The night is deep, but you're not lost in it anymore. You're moving towards something, guided by the vision that Hill's words have planted in your soul. The morning sun filters through the cabin's dusty window, warming your face as you sit with a fresh cup of coffee, the steam curling upward like a promise. You're no longer just wandering, not since that night of clarity in 1912. Now, in 1928, you find yourself in Pittsburgh, the hum of industry buzzing around you, and a meeting that will change everything. You adjust your tie, the fabric stiff against your neck, and feel the weight of anticipation as you step into Andrew Carnegie's office. From Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill wrote, "A definite purpose, backed by a burning desire for its fulfillment, is the starting point of all achievement." Those words resonate as you shake the steel magnate's hand, his grip firm, his eyes piercing with wisdom. You settle into a chair, the leather creaking under you, and listen as Carnegie shares his secrets of success. Not just wealth, but the mindset behind it. In 1908, Hill's first interview with Carnegie marked a historical turning point, launching a 20-year study of success principles. It's a quirky detail that Carnegie, one of the richest men alive, chose a young reporter to carry his legacy forward, trusting you with a mission that feels almost too big. You take notes, your pen gliding across the paper, capturing every word as if it's a treasure map. Scholars still argue whether Hill's mentorship with Carnegie was a stroke of luck or a calculated move by the industrialist. A debate that fades as you absorb the lessons unfolding before you. The room grows warm, the coffee cooling in your hands, and you feel a shift, a clarity sharpening your purpose. Carnegie's stories, of persistence, of turning failures into stepping stones, ignite something in you. You think about your own path, the magazine's collapse, the odd jobs, and see them differently now, not as setbacks but as lessons. You lean forward, the chair's armrest cool against your palm, and ask questions, your voice steady despite the awe you feel. Hill's words from Think and Grow Rich guide you, anchoring your purpose as you commit to documenting these principles, to making them accessible to anyone willing to listen. You step outside later, the Pittsburgh air thick with coal smoke, and pause to watch the workers below, their movements rhythmic and determined. The year is 1930, and you're drafting what will become the Law of Success, a work born from these conversations. A strange rumor circulates, that Carnegie once tested your resolve by delaying meetings, watching how you handled frustration. You chuckle softly, the memory grounding you, and realize it was part of the mentorship, a forge for your clarity. Scholars debate whether Hill's purpose was shaped solely by Carnegie or if he brought his own vision to the table. A question that feels less important as you feel the strength of your direction growing. The day fades, and you return to a small rented room, the desk cluttered with notes and books. You sit, the wood creaking under you, and write late into the night, the ink flowing as your purpose takes form. The hum of the city outside fades, replaced by the rhythm of your pen, each word a step towards something greater. You pause, your hand aching, and look at the pages stacked beside you, a testament to the clarity you've found. Hill's definite purpose drives you, a light cutting through the uncertainty of your wandering days. And you know this is only the beginning of what you're meant to build. The small rented room in Pittsburgh hums with the quiet energy of your focus, the desk lamp casting a warm glow over the scattered pages of your manuscript. It's 1932 now, and the lessons from Carnegie have solidified into a mission you can feel in your bones. You run your fingers over the edges of the paper, the texture rough but comforting, as you pour yourself into the work that will become the law of success. From that very book, Napoleon Hill wrote, "The most successful men and women on earth have had to correct certain weak spots in their personalities before they began to succeed." You feel that truth as you sit there, the weight of your own imperfections pressing against you, but you're learning to channel them into discipline, into action. You sip cold coffee, the bitterness grounding you, and think about the years since Carnegie's lessons began shaping your path. In 1928, Hill published the first edition of The Law of Success, a historical milestone that compiled interviews with over 500 successful individuals, titans like Thomas Edison and Henry Ford. It's a curious detail that you once kept a pocket watch gifted by Ford, engraved with a simple "keep going," as a reminder of the discipline needed to finish this work. You glance at the watch now, resting on the desk. It's ticking a steady rhythm against the stillness of the night. Scholars still debate whether Hill's disciplined approach was a natural trait or a skill honed through years of trial. A question that fades as you focus on the task at hand. The city outside your window is asleep, but you're wide awake, your pen scratching out revisions with a precision you've cultivated over years of wandering and wondering. You think about the structure of success you're building, each chapter a brick in the foundation of your purpose. Hill's words echo in your mind, urging you to refine not just the book, but yourself. You pause, stretching your fingers, and notice the ink smudges on your hands, marks of the discipline that's become your compass. You've learned to wake at dawn, to write through exhaustion, to push past doubt, all to turn your vision into something tangible, something real. You stand and pace the room, the floorboards creaking softly under your steps, and feel the energy of your purpose coursing through you. The year is 1935, and you're preparing to condense your findings into what will eventually become Think and Grow Rich. A peculiar habit emerges in these late nights. You've taken to reciting your own principles aloud, as if speaking them into existence, a practice that neighbors might find odd if they heard. You smile at the thought, the sound of your own voice steadying you, and return to the desk with renewed focus. Scholars argue over whether Hill's disciplined methods were the key to his success, or if his charisma carried him further. A debate that feels distant as you immerse yourself in the work. The lamp flickers, casting shadows that dance across the walls, and you write with a fervor that feels almost sacred. Each sentence is a step, each page a milestone, and you know you're building something that will outlast you. Hill's call to correct your weaknesses drives you, a quiet fire in your chest, and you feel the weight of your purpose settling into something unbreakable. The night stretches on, but you don't mind. You're disciplined, you're moving forward, and the path ahead is clearer than ever. The lamp's flickering light casts a warm glow over your desk, the pages of your manuscript now a towering stack, each one a testament to the discipline you've poured into this journey. It's 1937, and the world outside your window in Chicago is gripped by the aftermath of the Great Depression, a time of scarcity that tests everyone's resolve. You feel the weight of it too, financial struggles, doubts creeping in like shadows, but you're not breaking. From Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill wrote, "Every adversity, every failure, every heartache carries with it the seed of an equivalent or greater benefit." Those words steady you as you sit there, the ink on your fingers a badge of persistence, a reminder that setbacks are just another step toward success. You lean back, the chair creaking softly, and run your hands through your hair, feeling the exhaustion in your bones. In 1937, Hill finally published Think and Grow Rich, a historical milestone that would go on to sell millions, but the road to this moment was anything but smooth. You've faced criticism, financial strain, even moments where you questioned if this dream was worth chasing. A peculiar detail emerges from those days. You kept a small stone in your pocket, one you found during a walk in Pittsburgh, rubbing it like a talisman whenever doubt crept in. You pull it out now, its surface smooth from years of handling, and feel a quiet gratitude for the resilience it represents. Scholars still debate whether Hill's persistence was driven by unshakable belief or a refusal to accept failure. A question that feels distant as you focus on the strength you've built. The city outside hums with late-night sounds, a distant train whistle cutting through the stillness, and you think about the people you've met along the way, ordinary folks who inspired you with their own stories of overcoming hardship. Hill's words about adversity echo in your mind, a lifeline as you navigate your own challenges. You stand and walk to the window, the glass cool against your palm, and look out at the skyline, its lights faint but steady. You've adapted, haven't you? Learning to pivot, to find new ways forward, whether it's rewriting a chapter or finding a new publisher. You smile softly, the stone still in your hand, and feel a deep gratitude for the lessons these struggles have taught you. You return to the desk, the manuscript waiting like an old friend, and pick up your pen with renewed determination. The year is 1938, and Think and Grow Rich is starting to gain traction, but you're already looking ahead, dreaming of new projects, new ways to share what you've learned. There's a quirky habit you've developed, writing small thank you notes to yourself, tucking them into the pages of your books as reminders of what you've overcome. You write one now, the paper crinkling softly, and slip it into the manuscript, a quiet act of gratitude for your resilience. Scholars argue over whether Hill's adaptability came from optimism or necessity, a debate that feels irrelevant as you feel the fire of persistence burning brighter than ever. The night deepens, the lamp's light steady now, and you write with a clarity that feels hard-won. Each word is a victory, each page a testament to the obstacles you've faced and the strength you've found. Hill's belief in the seeds of adversity drives you, a quiet power in your chest, and you know you're not just surviving, you're thriving. The path ahead is still uncertain, but you're ready for it, armed with resilience and a gratitude that anchors you like never before. The Chicago skyline glimmers faintly through your window. The city's lights a quiet backdrop to the steady rhythm of your pen against paper. It's 1940 now, and Think and Grow Rich has become a beacon for millions, its words spreading like wildfire across a world hungry for hope. You sit at your desk, the familiar stone in your pocket a grounding weight, and feel the culmination of decades of wandering, searching, and building. From The Master Key to Riches, Napoleon Hill wrote, "The person who enjoys peace of mind is rich, no matter how little he may possess of material wealth." You feel that richness now, not in gold, but in the legacy you've crafted, the lives you've touched, the purpose you've lived. You lean back, the chair creaking softly, and let your eyes trace the lines of your latest manuscript, a reflection of the resilience that has carried you here. In 1967, Hill established the Napoleon Hill Foundation, a historical milestone ensuring his teachings would endure long after his time. A testament to the vision you held in those early uncertain days. A quirky detail emerges from your later years. You've taken to carrying a small notebook everywhere, jotting down ideas even in the middle of conversations, a habit that friends find both endearing and relentless. You smile at the thought, pulling the notebook from your pocket now, its pages worn but brimming with the lessons of a lifetime. Scholars still debate whether Hill's lasting impact stems from his universal principles or the sheer force of his persistence, a question that feels small as you sit here, surrounded by the evidence of your triumph. The room feels warm, the lamps glow a steady companion, and you think about the journey, the poverty of your Virginia childhood, the clarity of Carnegie's mentorship, the discipline of late-night writing, the resilience through setbacks. Each moment, each choice has led to this. You stand and walk to the window, the glass cool against your palm, and look out at the city, its pulse a reminder of the countless souls who found strength in your words. Hill's idea of true riches, peace of mind, resonates deeply, A quiet power that fills you with gratitude for the path you've walked. You've not only survived, you've thrived, turning your wandering days into a legacy that will outlast you. You return to the desk, your hand steady as you write one final note in that worn notebook, a message to yourself and to the world. Keep going, keep believing, keep building. The year is 1970, and though your time is nearing its end, your work feels eternal. There's a quiet strength in knowing that your words will continue to inspire, to guide, to lift others long after you're gone. You close the notebook, the leather soft under your fingers, and feel a swell of emotion. Not sadness, but joy, a profound sense of fulfillment that brings a tear to your eye. Hill's legacy, your legacy, is a lighthouse in the dark, a testament to the power of purpose, resilience, and the unwavering pursuit of meaning. The night stretches on, the city outside a quiet witness to your triumph. You sit back down, the lamp's light unwavering, and let the moment wash over you. You've done it. You've turned your wandering into a journey of impact, your struggles into lessons, your dreams into reality. The world will remember you, not for what you had, but for what you gave. And as you rest your pen, you feel a peace that transcends time, a richness that no wealth could ever match. The air in the room feels lighter now, as if the night itself is holding space for your legacy to breathe. You sit quietly, the lamp's glow softening the edges of the world, and let the stillness wrap around you like a warm embrace. The notebook on the desk, the stone in your pocket, the manuscript that changed lives. They're all pieces of a story that began in the hills of Virginia. A story you wrote with every step, every word, every heartbeat. Tomorrow, someone will pick up your book, feel the spark of possibility, and start their own journey. The world isn't the same because you were here, because you dared to search for meaning and share what you found. And as the night settles, deep and vast, you know, your light will shine on, guiding others forever.